Welcome to the Golf Spotlight. I'm Ralph Irvin, and today we are talking about the newest in putters from the folks at TaylorMade. And joining us is their Senior Director of Product Creation. That's Bill Price. Bill, thanks for joining us again.
Oh, great to see you, Ralph.
From TaylorMade this fall, lots of different putter options and lots of different looks on the putters.
Well, I think first of all, you've probably seen all these different putters in the on the news, especially with Tiger using a TP putter. You know, first he had a TP Ardmore and the TP Juno putter. So part of that TP family is what we call more that classic look. And that classic look is more about classic performance. So we see two types of customers, classic performance or technical performance. So TP gives it that technical, that classic look that players are used to. Blades, smaller mallets. And so we have a nice small family of about 7 different models that are more of those classic type of shapes. You look at some of the players that use it right now, they're very classic. They've always used classic type putters. So sometimes to change that is very difficult to do. We'd love to see them in Spider, but on the other hand, we've got a lot of players that are in Spider with the #1 model that's out there today. So when you look at the tour players that are out there today over the last 10 years, 20 years, you're seeing a big shift. You're seeing more of a shift to more mallets. Not only just regular size mallets, but more larger size mallets, and technical mallets meaning more high performance type mallets. So whether it's the insert or whether it's the moment of inertia, making it more stable, you're seeing players change to this type of putter because of the stroke is changing.
Well, and they see that there's a benefit to using something that moves the weight to where it serves them best.
Well, yeah, it does. And there's a stability story behind it, especially with Spider for 10 years. You know, we looked at it from 10 years ago and we said, okay, if we can build an MOI putter that it was very, very stable at that time, it would be successful. We didn't know at that time when we came out with it, and I think we got 4 players the first week on tour with it. But now having a #1 putter that's out on a model on tour every week, it's been remarkable for us. And especially, but if you look at it again, players have a tendency to miss the ball about 15 millimeters left or right. So if you look at tour players and where they hit the ball, I've got a little putter right here that I wanted to show you, and we have a little dot on here. So if you look at this dot, you can see this is the size where the best players in the world hit the ball on a 12-foot putt. Remarkable when you look at that size. So now, let's take all the other players that are out there today. So let's take a look at more standard golfers. So this is about 10,000 hits, and this is the size of where people hit a putt. For the rest of the golfers that are out there, I'm sorry to report that this is the size that they use on a putter when from 12 feet. So you can imagine, do we need stability? I think so.
Yeah.
And if you look at the size of where players are hitting it from 12 feet, can you imagine what they're doing with 30 or 40 footers, where they're hitting the ball today? I mean, if you look at this doesn't even fit the putter today. I mean, you've got this ball, you got players hitting the top of the crown to the bottom of the sole. So yes, we do need putters that can accommodate a bigger sweet spot out there today and more stability.
And once you have that set up, it's important to have an insert that's going to put great roll on the ball so it won't mess you up in that regard.
So we've always been a big believer. Since we started making putters, we've always talked about Pure Roll technology. And Pure Roll is this insert that we provide that gives players up to 50 rolls of topspin. So you want that ball to get in its true roll, we call it a pure roll, as quick as possible. So that true roll happens anywhere between 10 to 25% after it's left the putter face. So the faster you get in a true roll, the less likelihood of it's going to bounce and go offline. So the best putter today is Jason Day. If you watch him putt, his ball almost looks like it hops. It goes in a true roll, let's say on a 40-foot putt. It's in a true roll 3 to 4 feet after it's left the putter face. So it's no longer, it's in its pure form of rolling.
People are going to go and they're going to look at putters and they're going to see visual differences. Talk about the black copper.
So again, you're going back to more of this classic performance. So when you look at a classic performance putter, there's designs that have been around for many, many years. So a typical blade, you know, you have more of these square pads that are out on the bumpers out here, or you have more of a soft bumper. But a lot of the lines on here are very, very classic for many years. So one of the things that's different from us is really that not only the finish, which I'll get to in a second, is really back to the insert. So we do have the Pure Roll insert, but when we were coming out with this line, we wanted to be very distinctive and look something more true to what it's fitting, which is a classic user or buyer. So we went into a black copper finish. So it has really 3 finishes or 3 types of coatings that are on here today. So you have a chrome, you have a copper in the middle, and you have a black nickel on top. So the more we polish, so you can see the nice copper reveals that we have. The more we finish these areas of the black, more it reveals the copper, which we did a great job of finding a nice finish that's got this more tarnished type look. And as it ages, it starts to age, and the more the fingerprints, the more it's exposed to the air and everything that's out here today, you're going to see it more tarnished type of look, which gives it that more classic feel and look.
Now, if people want more information about everything that's available from TaylorMade Putters, the whole line, where do they go?
TaylorMadeGolf.com.
All right, Bill, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I want to thank Bill Price for joining us here on the Golf Spotlight. Join us next time as we continue to give you the information that you need for your next golf purchase.